Good morning, traders. Let's get to the action. It's time to do some live trading. And of course, we'll see if we're able to catch a big monster rip. Lucid with the big move. We were recently talking about that right here on live trading, way before the action happened. That's what it's about, team. I can't tell you what to trade. I can only put it out there where we're looking, and you guys make those investment decisions. Let's see if we can catch another monster runner today. Hit the like button, and let's get live trading started.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Those words have been dancing around my head all night. Oh, it's Vegas lore, that phrase.
All right, traders, let's get it started. Let's bring on the hoodie trader himself, the Phoenix trader here, ready to get it going. You ready to light up, man? You're the Phoenix trader.
Good morning. Good morning. Ready to rise from the ashes. And one day, I promise, I'll put out a tweet. You know what I mean? But good morning to you. Good. How was your weekend, man? Did you go to the game?
Yeah, I went to the game. It was not bad at all. Now, the Heat did lose after having a nice 13, 14-point lead.
Yikes.
It happens sometimes. You know, one of the things is I could tell that they just weren't paying attention for a little bit there. And when you lose your train of focus. They tried to put it back on. They got it to tie, but then Lowry missing a couple of threes. He had the opportunity to get the win, right? I think that's all you can ask for your team. You miss the shots. You miss your shots, right? Only thing you can do is take them. No one's going to say they're going in.
I appreciate the birthday wishes you sent over Mitch on Friday.
Hey, I'm glad they got to you, my friend.
I couldn't respond chat, obviously, because I was in an interview. It was recorded, and I don't think the company would want the recorded part where I'm thanking y'all for the wishes. But I did see it. I was very humbled, so thank you for that.
I told them to go raid that.
Yeah, I know. So
I could tell you were there like, oh, man, I can't even say anything.
Yeah, I looked at it, but I was already talking to her and then, starting the intro, and it just, we got to record that stuff and send it off. So, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it for sure.
Of course. Happy birthday, my friend. I hope you enjoyed the weekend and did some fun action, at least to have some fun over the weekend. Now we're back to the action, of course, trading. Of course, Tesla's been the monster that's gotten pretty much everything started, really. Tesla got everything started. I know that some people want to talk to some other stocks. What really made this big rip happen? It was Tesla. It got the juices flowing. People wanted to go buying. Now will Tesla turn around? That's one thing that we need to start thinking about. Another thing to start thinking about is, where does Tesla's RSI get to extreme overbought? I had over here 8.7 for extreme oversold. But if you look at overbought, it's up there in the 90s, right? We're close there. We're 90 right now. So we could be turning around here. I think at some point you're going to see a hard turnaround towards around maybe the 150 area. Now, I do think that you might find some buy the dippers in that area, but it could be a strong turnaround there in Tesla even today. What gives me a little bit of a sign is the turn that we're seeing in China. China was the first one to lead the rally. Now I think it might be the first one to lead the downturn. So I'm going to be looking at BABA today to give me signs. Not necessarily meaning that the market has to crash today. More along following what BABA will do. If it closes deep red, I'll expect either by later in the day the SPY to go red, or by tomorrow to really start breaking down. And so what I will do with this is just kind of be slow into looking into today. I expect quick upside moves, quickly sold into the rips, then turn around later in the afternoon. So I'm going to be renting stocks to the upside and looking probably for potential swings to the downside. We'll see what happens. Definitely got some more happy birthdays out there. They're giving you the love, man. Now you give us the cake. That's what Samuel wants. What's the cake out there, my friend? Oh, he's busy. He's a busy man right now.
I'm slacking away.
Donuts. No worries. I got you. I'll go one more.
Give me a sec. We're good. Go. One more, yeah.
So I'll just pull up Lucid. Of course, we talked about this move. We'll see if it can continue moving. When I was on Stock Market Movers, I was even thinking of shorting this, but I was live and I was like, well, this is going to be a little bit trouble. I would have to borrow some and everything. So I didn't get into it there, but I was looking for anything above 1673s to get short. Already would have been cashing on this, but we'll look for one more push on Lucid. I think you get a push today, maybe to 15. Do I think 17 or 20s today? No. I think we could get a little bit of a kind of a bull trap look in Lucid, but it's also going to depend on what the rumor and kind of does it go into news or not, right? Is it a good rumor or not? Of course, there's so much talk out there. I tried to do my best not to talk about rumors until they actually become true, because rumors are just rumors, right? It's just talk out there. And it's kind of hard to understand if it's factual, because not even the company is giving us the information, right? It's just some kind of source out there, or maybe Reddit talk or Twitter talk. So that's where I'm going to be looking to see if we can get some kind of source to actually back up the rumors in Lucid. If that does happen, you'll get the pop. If for any reason it isn't true, I think you're right back down below 10. All right, let's go to you, my friend. What do you see out there?
Let's go ahead and check out GNS. By the way, I think you made a cake joke, and someone said they don't want my cake. Listen, if you don't like brown cinnamon sugar, then I don't know what to tell you.
Come on, get it with a little bit of, is that a birthday candle on top, Nick? I see it.
Yeah,
I see it. Little birthday cake.
You know, but here we go. Here is GNS popping to the upside, approximately 6 and a few pennies pre-market highs. I'm looking to go ahead and get in. Let me go ahead and actually put that in there to purchase some more. I'm looking to get in more so around 508, 503 area, and have my stop losses. I'm so right around there, around 478. So I'll give it 20 cents. If you don't like the $5 area, and the reason I like it is, as you can see, when we popped up, wow, I went British there for a sec. When we popped above, you saw the retest of 5, retest of 5, retest of 5 held, and it continued to move to the upside. However, if you don't like 5, you can go ahead and also take a look at 450s. What I could do is purchase less shares around 5 and have a stop loss below 450, but I don't necessarily want to do that. I'm going to go ahead and purchase 300 shares around the $5 area, and then hope we can go back to the 545s. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and try to do it like this. There we go. 300 shares, 200 of them we're going to take a look out right below 550s, and then the remainder we will go ahead and take out to the upside there. So that's what we've got. The Crow says, we got a little bit of movement there. The Crow says, big hit on GNS, but I think the move is done. Very well could be. Very well could be. If you're looking to go short, by the way, you could go short at the open, but your stop loss should be above 606. You're also going to have resistance around the, I think it's 627, is it? Right around here, as that was the high on the 23rd of January last week, actually. So some couple of things to take an eye on, or keep an eye on rather, on ticker GNS. All right, now let's go to take a look at Roku, since that went ahead and set off an alert for me, and that's probably because of the downside move that Roku was having. Because if we go here on the 5-minute candle, you can see it was kind of consolidating here late in the afternoon on Friday. And so if it pops below and retest this 55.90 area, you can go ahead and think about going short. It depends how. Let me see what I'll see what Roku's doing, but you can kind of go short. Expect this to be resistance as it was support, and the stop loss you could kind of have it wherever you'd like, maybe right above this 50-cent area or 25 cents. Just depends on your risk tolerance. But that's what I've got on Roku. Let's go ahead and check out Tesla. Ticker TSLA. You've got 180s as a pre-market high, so I've got an alert set right there, and I've also got an alert set at 176 to let me know that, hey, it's time to purchase around 175, as I expect that to go ahead and be a level for us to bounce off of. Which way is it going to go? I don't quite know, which is why we've got the alert sets, and we'll go ahead and take a look whichever way we feel comfortable. If you missed a trade, that's okay. Wait for the retest, right? If Tesla just pops up, wait for the retest. It's perfectly fine to do that. SPY, we had a beautiful break here on the trend line late in the afternoon. If we go to the 5-minute, you saw you kind of have grinding up, trend line, boop, broke it finally as 408's rejected, and to the downside we went. Look at that. We went from 407s all the way down to about the 405.50s. That's about a 2-point move right over there. Bright that they're a 19-year-old. Hey, look, I wish had a good life when I was 19. But now we're, of course, trading down here. We've got a gap down. Went from 404.75 for the previous open down here. And you've got the 402s that are the pre-market lows. I'm going to set an alert right there. And you've got the 403 area that is a pre-market high. So if you're looking to go long, that's somewhere where you can kind of keep an eye on things. But you can expect 303.50 to possibly be resistance. I'm not quite sure exactly which way this is going to go, but we could climb all the way to 405 if we want to go ahead and test the red to green. That's a long way to go. But let's see what ends up happening here on the SPY. Let me go ahead and set an alert right over there. Let's go ahead and check out Google, because I don't think it ever. Oh, yeah. Well, the last time we went to 100, it rejected. This time it did pop above, but it could not hold. So 100 again gets rejected. If you want to go short, you could try a little bit of a nibble at 99, but I think that $100 magnet is the best way to go on Google, ticker GOOGL. Lucid, I know that's been the talk of the town. $12 is where I've got support. So if this wants to come down and test 12, I'd be interested in it. Matter of fact, what I'm going to go ahead and do, let's see, let's purchase 100 here. And then let's purchase 100 at that level. And then we'll have our stop losses. What is this level right there? What is that? 51s? Yep. So we'll have our stop loss be 11.45. For take profit, we'll just have it be even Steven. And then let's see what this one was. Not that one. There we go. And for those of you that are just joining us and you have no idea what this is, what am I doing? I'll tell you in a moment. Hang tight. All right, so this is TradingView that we're using. So I use Benzinga Pro for my scanners and also my news, TradingView for my charting here. And then, of course, the reason I use TradingView is simply because my TradeStation account, which is, not a paper account, it's a total live account, whatever, is connected to it. So it's easy for me to trade. So these are real trades. This is real money that, it's not like Benzinga reimburses me if I lose. But this is a real trade that we're going to try to take on Lucid if we can go ahead and get filled at 1207s and 1203s. That's the game plan I've got. Now, if the 12s don't hold, the only other area that I'm going to look to be cute is going to be, I'm curious, does anyone in the chat have an idea of where I would look to buy Lucid if this $12 support area doesn't work out? I've never done this before. I've never asked the chat like a Q&A style, but I'm just very curious. If you've been here long enough, I believe you should know the answer to this. I'm going to give it 10 seconds and then I'll move on. Yes, Drupal. $10. $10. Because not only because of the hold number, but because you can also see that the hold number truly was resistance, right? Let's go ahead and check this out here. So $10 on Lucid. If we go and look left, you had resistance. Finally popped up, did a bit of a retest, went all the way down to about the 1007s, and then came all the way down. Now, the true resistance, you could say, is around this area of 993. However, for me, $10 and then a stop loss would be right below around say 967s or so is the way that I would go ahead and do it. The best answer is, why are you going against the trend? Do you not know that I am a rebel? Come on, Shelly. Come on. And if we're talking about trend and different things like that, it's more so a bounce, right? We're trying to get 50 cents here, 50 cents there. So it's a one-to-one trade. It's not like a home run trade or anything like that. Simply because, for example, if we take a look at Google right back here, you could say, hey, why are you trying to short Google? The trend is clearly up. Well, that $100 resistance, that's what my seat time tells me. That's what my P&L tells me from last year. These are the type of trades that have worked out. And again, I'm not looking for a home run, right? I would risk about 50 cents. So $100 rejection, you go ahead and get your 50 cents right here. $100 rejection, you get your 50 cents right there, right? So it's all about how much are you risking, your risk reward. It's not like I'm expecting a $10 bounce to go back to the 16s or 17s or above. No, we're just trying to get 50 cents to $1. That's all it is. Yeah, I'm a rebel with the cause. Come on, Shelly, you know this. Taking a look at, and look, similar story, right? You had consolidation. It's not like it was an uptrend or anything like that, but that 250 level rejected, didn't quite test it, but you got about 20 cents close to it on, what do you call it, on Microsoft. Now, if you're looking to go long Microsoft, keep an eye on the 244 level, as that can go ahead and be an area of support on Microsoft. But I don't necessarily like the trade itself, so I'm going to kind of leave it be. And then let's see what else we've got. I think Datadog we had traded because we saw flow in it the day that Microsoft was trading. By the way, Microsoft had a beautiful, what was it, 2 days ago? 2 trading days ago? Yeah, where it just kind of came down. I think it was a gap down because of earnings. Where'd it go? Here it is, gap down because of earnings, made a little support, found support at 230.87, and then rose all the way to the top, where the next day it went ahead and almost got the gains back, but obviously not quite just yet. But now it's gapping down. So we'll see what happens with this one. I probably wouldn't be interested in this unless we get to the other side of the 250s, and that's the only way that I would look to go ahead and play this one. Let's check out any other tickers that y'all have in the chat. Feel free to let me know. We've got 200s that could be interesting here on NVIDIA. We'll see how this one plays out. I'm going to keep an eye on it. You have a little bit of support that you found in pre-market, but that is such low volume that it doesn't necessarily even count whatsoever. And if you go ahead and take a look at the futures here, you found a little bit of a bounce, and now we're moving to the upside. We'll see if we can go ahead and clear VWAP, which on my Thinkorswim, which is where I've got my futures trade on right now, is closer to 40.60. Excuse me, it's 40.58.70 is what Thinkorswim is telling me on this side of town. Let's see. I see a couple of tickers. XOM. I am not the biggest trader of XOM, but I am happy to go ahead and take a look at it for you. About 114.17 is where I think you've got a good level of support. So we're about 50 cents away from the pre-market. And of course, you've got resistance at around this 118 area right on top, right there. So that's what I've got on ticker XOM. You had a bit of an uptrend for a couple of days, then you broke it, and then you're trying to now establish a range, and below that is where we can go ahead and go. The next one was CLF. We got a couple of minutes. I'm going to go ahead and do this little speed round. Let's see. Possibly 2153s, but I believe we are below that, so that won't quite help you in terms of support. You do have a bit of an uptrend, so you do believe in this one. Again, this is pre-market. Don't necessarily see on TradingView a good level of where we're trading, but you do have an uptrend here for the past couple of days. So if it can go ahead and be above this, then great, you can continue riding that line. But otherwise, I don't necessarily see anything that I personally like, except maybe 2050s or so. But besides that, I'm sorry, I don't necessarily see anything that I like on that one. VLO. Look at that. The 150 area. Let's see, you say hindsight, Shelly, but I mean, this stuff kind of works. Obviously, it's not the bread and butter, and you're going to take some losses, right? It poked up by 50 cents or so, but depending on your stop loss, you could make money on this one. 145 seems to be resistance, though, to me on this VLO. And then you've got support right around what we got here. 141.94 is what I've got on ticker VLO. What was the next one that someone had typed in? Yalla, habibi. Sorry. I listened to some Arabic this morning when I was brushing my teeth. Not enough volume for me to really play this one. As you can see, this type of chart is not something that I would care for. Looks like splattered paint, but $5 is an area where you can kind of go ahead and play this one off of. White SPY go red this morning. Any particular news I'm missing? I believe. Oop. There is the bell. Let's go ahead and check out the SPY. Let's go ahead and bring up the 5 minutes here. All right, there's the SPY popping above pre-market highs. Again, your previous close is around 505.68. That's your previous close. So that's where we're going to look to go. And by that, I mean the bulls that are going to look to try to go red to green. We're going to stay patient. Not going to go ahead and take any trade right out the gate unless it hits our levels, such as Lucid around 12.
BuzzFeed with a little pop from 350 to 370. Now coming back to VWAP. If you're looking at that, 351, maybe 340s as risk here, back towards 370s. Doesn't look too bad there. Just taking a look at it. Not really my favorite type of stock, right? More of a under $5 name, but pattern looks interesting. we'll see what happens.
Taking a look around, you've got Tesla trying to test that 180 level. Let's see what song's jamming in my head right now.
Right? I see something jamming there.
It is Panalo by Easy Mill.
All right.
I think it's Hispanic. Oh man. What are you doing, Apple? Apple trying to creep up.
Yep, creeping. One that I really am going to pay attention to today to give me a big sign on the market is Microsoft. If Microsoft comes down big, well, that would give me a big sign about what's going on. Keeping a close eye on Microsoft today. Oracle down big here to start. That's not good there. That shows tech to the downside. Tech is actually in the red from the open. Actually, pretty much everything in the red from the open, except defensive names. Tobacco getting a lift there. So PM, BTI, those getting a little bit of a lift right now. Oh, household confections. Those got hit hard on Friday, right? Like Clorox, Colgate Palmolive. Those are bouncing back right now. Those don't look too bad for a little bit of a bounce back play, right? Beaten down name. If it gets above 73 today on Colgate Palmolive, that doesn't look too bad. I'll show you guys that right here. So you guys see 73 right above it. Resistance. We'll look to see if it comes back up through that level. SPY overall went up there to 403. Not ripping up out of here, right? Tesla right now tried to get green towards 180s, pulled back here. Let's go to that other one. Which one was that? BZFD. So now it's off the 1 hour kind of support there. I drew it around the 338. There's another level down there towards 315. We'll look to see if this reverses right back up there now that it's bouncing off the 338.
I'm looking to go short Apple if I can around the 145.92 area, that previous close.
Short the Apple trade. I see you. GNS moving. Yeah, they get a little lift there to 580s. It's just kind of slowing down now. All right, looking around to see what else is making moves.
Uh-oh, this could get dangerous on Lucid.
Lucid
This could get dangerous. Yeah, I got a nice big red candle to the downside now, trading at 1229s. Now, I will say if this red candle doesn't get our fills on the buy side and goes back, creep into about the 1250s or so, I will cancel these because to me, that idea obviously didn't work in the sense of where we wanted it to. But you already got that $12 bounce, but just not the way we wanted. So to me, it's kind of like, hey, the more you knock, the less likely it's going to be.
All right, looking for a move back towards 178 on Tesla. It's already washing down. I liked it off the 179 now. Look to get short on Tesla if it could come back towards 178. Looks good as it's starting to get hit there. Watch for the SPY to start coming down fast here. And we'll look for like names like Apple to get into the red. That's looking good there. So I'd like that short. Zunaid, I don't know if you got filled there.
I did not, unfortunately, but what I did go ahead and take a little bit of a drug of is Lucid. We do have 100 shares of Lucid filled.
All right, like Success, also going to look for a little bit of a pullback here, getting it right now. Just grabbed a little bit of Success there at 67s. Want to hold off the 56 here. VWAP 52, below it, support. We'll look for that to kind of get a little bit of spike, grab some Success here.
All right, Lucid, we did go ahead and get filled with 200 shares. Average price, 1202. Looking to sell some at 1261. Stop loss, 1145. Let's see which way I want to go ahead and play this. What I might do is have this one kind of trade off right there.
Let's see this take off to 24.80s, going up to 25. We'll sell at 25 and take the profits and run.
All right, just to tell you the modification that I made. So I'm in at Lucid at 1205. Stop loss is still 1145 for me. We're looking to sell 100 shares at 1245 and then the remainder at 1275.
Getting that nice push there in success there above the 2480s, got to 2481. We'll look for the move to 25. If I could get to 25, I'll take the profits. Pre-market resistance is into the 84s. Once we get through there, I think we get towards 2498. I'm going to sell into that 25 and just take the profits and run. I'm okay willing to add back later. I'm just trying to take a nice little piece cushion on the day, and then we can work to kind of get that other move here. Success making that little push here. I'm going to look to put out an order there at the 97 as it starts coming to it. There's 85s. When we get in the 90s, as soon as we get in the 90s, I'm going to try to put out that limit there. I try not to put them out too early and try to let the action be coming right into my number. We'll look to see if we get it.
You've got Meta going up against the 150s.
Meta.
If this one can go ahead and break high a day, I'd go ahead and get out of that. But let's see what Lucid. Lucid's obviously a loser at the moment. Currently down $25 on that trade. And Custom Fitness Uptown. Come on. You could have reminded me a little bit nicer. But yes.
No, it's all good. I don't mind.
I
I don't mind the alerts, man. I know that some people mind the alerts. I don't mind it. It's just a little deek in my ear. It keeps going. But what it tells me more along is that stocks are making moves, and I pay attention to what Zunaid's talking about next to at least tell me what is making moves. A lot of the times if he's alerting you there, it's because something's moving. It's not because it's not moving, right? And we want to know those stocks. Doesn't mean you got to be able to trade those. But I even like when Zunaid's little thing comes off there, as long as it's not like, you know,
beep, 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 like that. No, I mean, I get it. I ain't tripping. Anyway, you've got the short on Meta right over here, which again isn't necessarily working, as that one's trading around 150. We'll see which way that goes. And you've got Lucid trying to figure out what to do around $12. It's got me a little concerned for sure, no question about it. And then what was I just taking a look at?
Bouncing a little bit. We'll see if that can come back to VWAP. Still in the SOX trade. They didn't want to take it off at the 85. That's pre-market high, and maybe I could take it off there, but I'm looking for the extension right above. We'll look to see if we get it or not. I hear those alerts during the Fed meeting. That's really the crow. That's just Pal's phone, man. That's just Pal's phone. He's getting the text messages from Zunaid.
Oops, there's something went ahead and happened. I'm assuming I got stuck out of Meta. I did. So Meta went ahead and popped above the 150, made highs. So that one's out. Next level to keep an eye on for resistance is 150, 174s.
Quick pullback there on SOX there. I'm still in it, team, but it's getting right back to the VWAP. Got to be careful. Got close to that profit there, but maybe I was being a little picky there.
Go, Lucid, go.
Lucid to the downside? No way.
Oh, man. I mean, I'll be honest with me.
Tesla short is coming back. I'm actually going to be looking at that. If it can come back to like 177.50, ooh, I might try to take a shot. I'll let you guys know if I do. What's that short Tesla one? Is that that's TSLQ? Yeah, there you go. I might do a little TSLQ action today. Pull back to the VWAP or 52 seems good to me. I'll look to see if that happens. This is a bear daily ETF by AXS. We'll see. The crow frying, man. DNS done.
All right, I'm short.
Yeah, it's getting hit hard.
I'm short Tesla here. Same analogy as the Meta one where you had support that I'm going to expect to be resistance here. So I'm short Tesla at around the 174.89 area. It's going to be simply a one-to-one trade. If it works out, great. If it doesn't, oops, you can clip it and make fun of me on the internet.
Or can?
On GNS, on GNS, we did go ahead and get our fills at $5. Currently trading at 5.14, so we're up about Actually, we got filled on not all of our shares. Instead of 400, we got filled on 374. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel that part of life. What did I just? So we're up $50 on the trade, but again, we're going to let this work out. If it hits our profit targets, beautiful. If it doesn't, hey, it is what it is. That's the way we live. But you can see we're up $60 on our shares, looking to sell at 541 and 545. My concern is going to be getting over this 527 area.
All right, Success bounced off of that support around the 56, was looking to add, wasn't able to get the add, I have an order out there sitting on pullbacks. We'll look to see if I do get the add there. Looking for Success to take out 2485s on the high end. We can also look for tech names going down lower. NVIDIA, we'll look to see if it can break the low today, 198.17. That's one of the strongest in tech. We'll look to see what happens there.
Someone want to bow me hunter. Sorry. Went ahead and said Tesla is hot. I would not short. Well, maybe I should have listened to you. And the reason that I did, and look, Tesla's down about 1.5%. And the reason I did is because it broke the pre-market lows and it retested it. That's all it is for me. And we'll see if it, and let's see if it acts as resistance. And if it doesn't, and look, it almost went ahead and took me out, right? So it's not like I'm saying, hey, this is it. This is the top on Tesla. It's just a quick little one-to-one trade. If it works out, great. If it doesn't, hey, I look like an idiot. No worries. Here's GNS. I am going to move my stops up a bit now to 488s on all of them.
Like always, right? Like one of the things that I always say about a trade, there's not necessarily ever a wrong trade. It's just more along how do you execute it.
Yeah.
That's when the trade can become wrong. As long as you know you're out, I feel like in any trade, you can take it whatever trade, right? No one can really tell you that a trade is wrong. It's more along, do you have a planned attack? That's the only thing I can maybe ask.
Ooh, here we go. Can I go ahead and ask for 10 more cents on ticker GNS? We're up about $100 with 345 shares. I'm going to take a quick little peek at Lucid as we're up $29 there, but haven't quite hit our profit targets of 1245. Maybe this was the only bounce that we get. I'm not quite sure. But I am going to move my stops up here, though, to 1182 break. So even if these trades don't end up being profitable, I am kind of limiting the risk that I have on these. So I'm happy regardless of how this trade goes on Lucid or GNS. Obviously, I am going to wish that I took profits. Like, no question about that, But let us see. Let us see how things play out. Here's Tesla still trying to figure out what it wants to do. It's fighting. It's fighting around that 145 level. If we go to the 1 minute, you can see that it's trying to perk above and stay, but that the 176 area has been resistance for it. And this 5 minute candle has less than a minute left to go to close. Baba. Let's take a look at Baba for you. If it breaks 110, I'd be interested in going short. Let's put Baba on our list. Ooh, yeah. Break 110, I'd be interested. Thank you for pointing this puppy out to me. And it looks like my stops got executed on Tesla. So, Hunter.
You got hunted, man.
I did. But I also got my first profit target on Lucid. So that one went ahead and got executed. Now we've got 100 shares left on ticker LCID. We went ahead and took on half our size.
Add on Success. Building up team now towards 64s, holding off the 52 still. Now I want to see it take off through the VWAP. I want to see it kind of recover. There's about 3 cut downs here. We're going to look to see if we see a 945 reversal in tech to the upside, or do we see that downside move? Probably going to happen in the next 5 to 10 minutes. We'll see what happens here.
And ticker GNS, we went ahead and sold 100 shares at 541. Now the rest of the 100, now we've got 245 shares left. 100 shares. I'm going to look this up. Matter of fact, let's make this 145. 145. There you go. We're going to look to sell 145 shares at 545 on ticker GNS.
And cut down right now on Success. We'll look to see if we recover on the minute candle. Right now, we need to get back through 2450. Look to see if we get that recovery, and then cut right back up. Big thing is NVIDIA back towards 200. Going to see what happens here. Is it a rejection of that 200 or does it hold it? ENPH is in the green right now and pushing. I do see you guys chat talking about solar. I'll show you guys that. That's in the middle here. ENPH pushing strong there. We'll look to see if that one can push today. I would watch First Solar. First Solar is actually in the red today. So it's a little bit confusing to see ENPH get that nice lift there. SEDG is another one you guys can look at if you're looking for something that's lagging behind ENPH.
Lucid. Look how close we came to our profits.
Lucy!
So we already sold 100 shares on this one, and the remaining 100, we're trying to sell them at $12.75. The wick goes as high as $12.69. And then, of course, now it's starting to wick down, so I'm just going to move my stop losses to break even. That way I cannot lose on this trade at all. Taking a look at GNS, similar story. Look how close we came. I think we're about 5 cents away from taking out 4 cents away from taking more profits. Similar story. I'm going to go ahead and move this one right over there. 498 stops.
ENPH pushing there. Got up there to 212.51s. NVIDIA still fighting the 200 though. If it gets above that 200, you probably see some little continuation to the upside. We'll see what happens.
Ooh, CVNA. What is that? Carvana? Carvana with the upside move. Nice call. Let's see how that $10 behaves.
There's a breakthrough to the 200 there on NVIDIA. About to get out in success. About to get hit there. Out there. Just got out there. Took a hit there. We'll look to see if it comes back. Definitely 945 reversal back to the upside there. So there you guys see it. Battle back on there. Bulls taking tech a little bit higher here. Look to see if tech gets into the green as you're getting some of these names back up. Look to see if it holds. I might look for my Tesla short. Still like it. Just going to be patient here. Looking at Tesla. 179 would be the risk. All right, took a little bit there. Just a small bit there in Tesla. 178.30s.
Damn. You had NVIDIA break 200 and then just poof to the side.
Yeah, the 200. That's what that's what I was looking at. I gave you guys that level just a little bit a while ago, and I thought they could get the lift there too, right? So we'll see what happens. I got starter on Tesla short. I'm looking to add 179 above that. That's where the bulls, I think, really take it through 180. So that's the risk right now, 179.08. Looking for this to come back to add here, but I'm going to let it come back up there towards 179 if it wants to. And then on the downturn is where I'll be adding into Tesla.
Come on, GNS. Let's keep it moving and grooving, baby.
Stock's still fighting those 24.42s. It shows us that we could reverse at any moment now. It didn't just come completely flush. So we'll see what happens there.
ENPH, nice call. It's been trending upwards. Didn't quite test 200 there. BBBY. Let's go ahead and check that out. I'm going to assume Bed Bath & Beyond, who mentioned it, Nick, is moving up because of the Lucid and because of the Carvanas of the world, right? Companies that we're expecting to be bankrupt, getting some movement to the upside. Now, if you're interested in Bed Bath & Beyond, this crack of about 282 could be huge, as you can try to anticipate a move towards 3. As you can see, that was the previous high on Friday. Coming back to ticker GNS. Still got our shares, and we're still looking to sell about 145 of them at 545.
Well, look if Tesla VWAP bounces at 176.55, or does it break through there? It's right near the VWAP. It just started coming down. I'm not going to add here because it doesn't make sense. I need bounces to add right now. We'll look to see if it comes back down.
Mike, way to go. Nice job on the Carvana calls. Got the $10 calls for 40 cents out right before the halt at 101s. Nice trade.
There you go. Carvana.
I'm still looking for a car. I also haven't really spent much time
looking for it.
looking for a car. You know what I mean?
I like that one. I've been looking for the car, but I haven't spent time looking for the car.
Boop. We got an alert, and what was it? It was on LCID. So we went ahead and stopped out break even on the remainder of our shares. So we did make money on this trade, and that's the way I like to do it. It's kind of like you have a position, and if you have enough of a size you like, you go ahead and scale out half at a 1-to-1, and then you move your stop loss up, and then you go ahead and keep it moving that way. You also got Carnival that's kind of moving here. It looks to see if this one can go ahead and break the highs of Friday.
Tesla fighting there.
Not
Still
sure
letting it battle. It went up there to 178.48. Don't want to get short right here. Want to let it go back to that trend line there that it's starting to build on the 1. Just trying to build the breakout above the VWAP. And so with this, we're looking for a real cut down back on 179. At least I am for Tesla. We'll look to see what happens later. Like always, you guys make your own decision.
Maseratis are popular among brown guys. Oh, man, what's that one song by that artist, man?
DKNG brought up in the chat. Nice push there. Yeah, DraftKings, nice little push higher off the 15. You can maybe look at Penn. Penn's actually having a really good day there, team. So if we're looking for something that's doing decent, Penn. I haven't talked about Penn National Gaming in so long. It is having a decent day. Also, DKNG getting the low lift. Come on, Tesla, let's go. Time to start breaking. Time to start breaking. Let's go.
On what am I looking at here? On GNS, we're still in this trade. Bro, can we just get 4 cents? Can we just get 4 cents, please? Come on. Come on. Now I need 2 cents. Can I get filled? Oh my goodness. All right, someone in the chat, go ahead and slap the ask, please. Thank you. Gracias. All right, there we go. Got filled. Now we've only got 100 shares left. And keep in mind that we got these shares at 100. At a 504, 505 area. And so now the rest, we're going to, again, keep it to break even right over there. And then we're going to look to take some more profits at 595. So we'll see how this trade works out. Just going to let it work. Either we break even or we make money on it.
I like that Apple short right now. It looks really nice if it cuts through 144.50s. But it's a scalp here. I hate scalping, team. I would much rather be at 144.80s off the 145. It does look like it's starting to break down there. I'm going to leave it alone right now, but that's just because I don't scalp. But it did look good there. 144.50s cut through. We'll look to see if we actually start breaking down on the SPY. SPY came down fast there also. I'm looking around, team. I'm looking to see if we can start to see some cut. Oil in the red there today. That's one thing to notice. Basic materials are up. I'm going to take a look at what's doing well there. Coal had a decent pop. Chemicals had a decent pop. Silver pulling back there. Starting to get some pullback in some of those.
Unusual options activity in Tesla put. So when it comes to options, which, if you've been hanging around, I love them. I've got my scanners and things like that. But on Tesla, you get so much flow on Teslas, on the Apples of the world, on sometimes Microsofts of the world. You get so much flow that for me, it is tough to decipher if it's a hedge, if it's this, if it's that. So sure, there might be, but for me, it's just tough, especially on a Monday. Right now, if it's a Friday and we're seeing that type of volume and that type of money, millions of dollars on a weekly, all right, cool, I'm paying attention. But on a Friday, it's like, all right, $500,000, cool. So that's my thoughts. Those are my thoughts on it, Kevin. You can see Tesla couldn't get even close to testing that 180 level. Ooh, Lucid. Another nice $12 bounce. Okay, I see you. I see you, Lucid. If you're looking to go long on Meta, maybe a retest of about 150.38s, 150 you could wait for before you go long. Stop loss would obviously be low a day. Wouldn't necessarily recommend chasing it here. As you can see, you had some resistance around. If you go ahead and look left, you had resistance around 151.02 from Fridays. That was resistance, popped up, support to the upside. Now it's acting as resistance here. Oh man, Lucid. Maybe I should have bought some more at 12. That's hindsight.
All right. We'll see what happens now, right? It seems like we're in a battle right now. I'm looking to get some more short on Tesla, but I need it a little bit higher. Did go slightly above the VWAP here, so.
The only way I'd want to short NVIDIA would be if it goes ahead and cracks 198s. If I really wanted to be cute a bit, I could go ahead and short it against like 200s, 201s, but we're not going to try to be cute. Lucid. Let's see, man. This thing wants to probably wants to get back in, but it's not the best spot. It is not the best spot at all. I'm going to leave it be. We're going to leave it be.
All right. Liking how the SQQQs are showing some signs of reversal off 39.75. So if you look at the hourly level pullbacks here towards around the 39.84 level, looks like if it could reverse there and come back up, it would be looking good. 5 minute has 3 now candles going towards 39.70s. So that's kind of the risk right now. If this was wanting to reverse and come back up through 40s, it would be looking good here. Tesla, I'm already in, so I'm looking for more short side action here. Got to be patient here. Let it test down and then look for the big reversal sign with volume coming in. SQQQs are still coming down here. Seeing Tesla still kind of right there off the VWAP. Don't want to add to Tesla and ruin my entry, so I'm just going to stick to that. We'll see what happens now. Shop being mentioned in the chat. I got you. I'll put my 3 charts up so we can take a look at Shop. NVIDIA coming right back down. That shows me a little bit more confidence in that SQQQ trade. Just got to be patient. Look for it to come and show us that turnaround. Shop pulling back there to 48.75s. 48.70s I have as support right now. We'll look to see if that holds. I want to see Tesla break down first. That's why I haven't added on Tesla. Could pairs trade this and like kind of go short or long on the Qs, but I'm actually feeling like this could break. Could get that reversal back up. Just being patient right now. I'm going to look to jump on some trades in a second. Now NVIDIA is starting to come back down, looking a little bit better. Now the SQQQ looks like a little bit more of a reversal sign. Took a little bit of a starter there, willing to add. All right, just added there. Now towards 39.79 and can risk off the low right now, which is the 72. You guys saw me get in there for the reversal there. Also look for Tesla to come down fast there. We'll look for that to come down. We're going to hold towards the 72 or 70. Look for it to come back up through 40s NVIDIA below. We don't want to see it kind of coming back towards 199.50. We want to see NVIDIA crack down there. Apple crack is another thing that I'll be looking for, because that's kind of one of the strongest ones of the leaders right now. And then all of a sudden, let's see if Microsoft is an important one that I talked about earlier today. Is this going to break, or is this going to continue the upside bounce back? Of course, their guidance was bad, but let's see what happens here.
Carvana currently trading at 968. Found a bit of support at the 50s. Which way do we go, and what do we do at 10?
CRM brought up in the chat. Zoom.
Nope, can't.
Keeping an eye right now on my SQQQ trade. Back down to the 70s here. Testing through. Gonna look to see if we recover it immediately, if not out on this wick. Look how NVIDIA comes right back towards that 199.50, just showing us that we're getting more and more of this kind of trappy type of trade here in the beginning hours of the market. It really just shows us more and more that afternoon trading has been doing really well. But we'll see if it gets back above 200. 200 is that squeeze back up there towards the highs on NVIDIA. We'll see if it gets there. It rejected the 199.50 now. Look to see if it comes back down. The battle's on right now, I feel like.
You've got Lucid trying to pop back over 1250s, trying to go red to green, but that's still about 50 cents away. GNS, we've already taken a decent amount of profits in this one. The rest is just break even for us. And Tesla is still holding on to that 175.
Yeah, Tesla's
Can you check
right now.
Carvana? Yeah, I can check. Yeah, so my apologies. I thought I did. My interest is of $10. I expect resistance there and possibly a slam back to 950s. If we go ahead and pop up above 10, I think you can see buyers start to come in. And then that's where you can try to go long on the retest and risk about 50 cents or so. I don't know if you guys saw if my screen was being shared, but I tried to go ahead and short at the 10, but they just didn't have locates for me. And there you go, 20-cent move so far. And again, this is something where it's like, hey, I'm not saying this is it. This is the top. It's going to come down, but it's like, depending on the type of scalper you are, you can go ahead and get some money out of it. Is it Walter's birthday? If that's the case, happy birthday to you, Walter.
Walter.
Happy birthday, Walter.
All right, back above 84s. I'll add on SQQQs, and then through the 40s, I'll hit my last add on that. We'll look to see if we actually get the move or not. Looking for that NVIDIA takedown, but it still hasn't happened. That's what's really going to give us a sign also. Microsoft is staying strong, though. If you're looking for something that could reverse back to the upside, Microsoft is an interesting chart. I don't know if you've seen it today, Zunaid, but that's just pretty. Just building. We'll look to see what happens.
Let me go ahead and CVNA.
CVNA.
Yeah, just kind of take a look at Carvana to see what this is going to do. There's a pop above. What you gonna do, Carvana? I'll go ahead and check out what else is strong at the moment. So CRM is strong, but I don't necessarily have a good read on it. Maybe about 167s you could go long on ticker CRM.
Don't want to break them yet. Seems like it, team. Be careful. Bulls seem like they're still battling here. SQQQs could stop me out here any moment. Just getting that out there. Tesla's trying to come back here, back towards 178. Hands on the trigger for the SQQQs to get out. Just trying to recover here.
Lucid above 1250s. And NVIDIA trying to get back above 200. You can see how strong that 198 area has been.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? Like it just keeps battling there. The chop in these charts, man. It's tough to trade when you're trading like that.
Yeah, and it's
Gotta
another
use
reason
deeper
to
time
just
frame.
start scalping away this, that, the other.
Yeah, either be super quick or super slow, right? I mean, those are the two options now.
Mara, let's go to check out Mara. Mara's obviously having a good day. Don't necessarily have a good read on it.
Looking at Tesla right now. I want to see if it rejects up here. Rule of three starting to play in there. Could pull back here and then just start breaking out. So you got to be careful there. I'm just focusing in. And for you guys that are bullish Tesla, where I see the real squeeze come is a 178.50 move and then really quickly to 179. We'll see if we get that. Battle's still on, man. Bulls and bears are battling right now.
Lucid coming right on back down. What you gonna do, Lucid? And there's Carvana. Poked above 10, but right back down.
Mara mentioned in the chat. Upstart mentioned in the chat. EMPH moving up again. Right, underperforming. We'll see. We'll see, team. I know that you guys say the bears are dead. That doesn't mean the bears are dead. All right, liking that rejection there on NVIDIA. Now crack through that 198. Come on.
Hunter, I'm curious. And again, this is me having a conversation because we have clearly, different opinions sometimes as traders. Not me and you, but me and whoever. You said bears are trying to force a market that isn't there yet. I'm curious that in your opinion, what would convince you that it's time to go short? Because you said yes. I assume there's something you're looking at. And again, I'm just to get your take. I necessarily
won't
care.
Go through. Won't go. It won't go, team.
Yeah, rejecting that 200 again.
Just won't go. And rejecting the 198. It went to 198.15. Looked like it was just going to flush through. That's how quickly. Look at those wicks. Look how those wicks pull back on the 5-minute for NVIDIA. It's ridiculous. Like that second, that 945 one, that one's wicked. That's a low of 198.37 and a close of 199.32. Got to be able to deal with that type of volatility if you're trading a stock like that. Now Tesla coming back below the VWAP. Makes me want to add here and then start holding towards like closer towards my average. But I don't want to ruin my entry here in Tesla because it could be a swing low, right? It could be a swing down. So I'm just going to keep it there and look to see if we really get that breakdown. If not, so be it, team. It's okay. I think that one of the things that a lot of the bulls expect here is that, yeah, we are in bullish territory. But when I do get that flip, I'm going to be looking to make, 4 times my money, not, 2 or 1 time my money. So I can be wrong once, twice, 3 times and still get into the green.
Come on, what else we got here?
Bo, you must not have been here if you think I've been trying to go short for 2 weeks, because I definitely have been going long last week and made 2 or 3 green days going long. So You might want to get your facts together, my friend.
Ooh, all right, something interesting. As I try to decipher what this flow means, I'm going to keep an eye. I'm going to keep it a little short, actually. You've got shop. It's in the money trade, and I'm a little late to identify it by 6 minutes, but you had the 4550s expiring this week. About 1.2 million on the ask on shop, SHOP. But you also have a put there. So honestly, yeah, but that puts like $30,000 worth. Oh man. It's deep in the money though, so it's not like, I don't know. We'll see.
Man, the market got dull here. Got quiet. Let's go. Let's make a move. Looking for something.
So if I push in, yeah. Is it going to break highs and go for 7 crack is the question. Ooh, look at GNS coming right back up. Obviously still a ways away from our L2 profits or profit number 2. Carvana after we get a $10 to the downside.
NVIDIA still battling that 198. That 198 is going to tell us a lot here today. If it comes back to 200, well, I think it will know what happens to the tech stocks. They'll start pushing. So I think that NVIDIA is so important right now. Either it's going to break through that 198, come back towards kind of the neckline on the daily. Neckline is towards 192.74 or closer towards maybe 193 on pullbacks. I'm not expecting NVIDIA to come back down to 150, team. That's not what I'm saying necessarily. I just feel like it's had a long run in the last kind of 3 or 4 weeks. It's been about 42% higher, just to put it in perspective. Now, of course, a move back above 200 could get that pushing right back. We keep coming towards that 198 and won't break it.
Yep, and that's the level we've got identified right here. We're waiting for a crackety crack. Got our alert set as well. Something else that I'm keeping an eye on, CLSK. Let me just go ahead and take a look at that. Since a couple of people have mentioned it. All right, nice. Got some volume. Popped above 3. Held. Clean spark. Oh, gotta sneeze again. No, no, I don't. Nope, we're good.
Sneezy.
Think we're good.
Diddy. DE going vertical, says Divine Harvest 77. I don't think I've seen you in the chat before. Good to have you in the chat. It's good to notice some new names. Hit the like button, guys out there. If you guys are enjoying the action right now, I will take a look at that one too. Let's take a look at Deer. How is the Deer doing? Ooh, Deer pushing strong right now. Yeah, man. Good push there on Deer. Look at that to the left.
Yeah,
Deer, nice little push to 424.
Broke the resistance of
today.
Ooh, ticker G and mother NS halted to the upside.
Oi, you brave soul. You brave soul.
591, baby. 591s. Now, here's where we have a little bit of fun. Because who cares where my sell limit is? If this pops up above 6, whoo, baby, it's going to sell me wherever. But if it pops down below the 595 area, then obviously it's not going to fill me. But this is where we have fun. And this is going to be a fun little trade. Obviously, I wish I still held on to the 300, 400 shares I had. But nonetheless, let's see how this works out. Should be unhalted in the next 5 minutes or so. Man.
Boom, boom.
GNS, baby. Let's go. Beautiful.
Take that money and run.
Beautiful, beautiful. Now let's go ahead and see where we can.
Take
So
that
we
money
talked
and
about
run.
this. We talked about this earlier, right? The 627 level is to keep an eye on because
Mhm.
that was your high last week. Are we going to try to
Yep.
gap there and then come back and test 6? Go through. I don't really know. I'm not touching my stop loss. I'm not touching my take profits. Whatever happens, happens, bro. We'll just kind of leave it be. But
All right, gonna take some
let's
profit
see.
here. SQQQ, boom, just took some profits there. Not bad trade at all. I know that some people are saying, but the bear market or the bears are not making money. Well,
Yogi, what's
there you
going
see
on?
it, brother.
Good to see you
Money,
back again.
SQQQ. Let's go, Tesla. Let's break, Tesla. Let's go. Give me that money today. Ooh. Now
Nvidia
the
to the
SQQQ is
ones.
pushing.
There's Nvidia and there's stop on shop.
There's Tesla down to 174.80s. Now we're getting that break. 420, 4020 showing up on SQQQ. Going to take a little bit more here. Boom. Just took some more off SQQQ. Paying myself there. 4017s. Let's go. Now let's let the rest of this kind of work back. Let's see if we can get through the highs. Right now it's 4038s. Want to see if Apple comes down fast here. There's Apple down to 144.18. Microsoft that was hanging in there. Talked about that early in the day. As Microsoft went, I was going to really pay attention to the market. Look how Microsoft now really starting to make that down move here on Microsoft. Held to 5 minutes, fell to 5 minutes, now starting to come down. Look to see if you get a reversal too for the bulls. If you get back up here, yeah, you'll get Polytech running again. But if we keep leaking down now through these lows, that's where you got to start watching, right? So now we're getting towards that level, the 243.50 area. Are we going to start closing below that? That's what I'll be watching for in Microsoft.
Someone asked, "Hey, are there any is there any sympathy with GNS?" I believe there's one that started with an H. Man, I'm sorry, I don't remember it off the top of my head, but you had one that started with an H that was
Hellbiz?
joining. I mean, if you know the ticker, you can put it up
probably
and tell me what it
Hellbiz.
is.
I forgot what it is. HZ.
Yeah, it's like HBZ,
HLBZ. Yeah, something like that. It's Hellbiz. I know the ticker, but I don't
Really,
trade
I don't
it.
know how to spell it. Oh, there it is. HLBZ. It's the only one I could think of, but clearly
Tried to tell the
that ain't
CEO to
moving
come
anywhere.
on, man. I hit him up, Zunaid. I hit him up. I told him, come on. You wanted to talk about the naked shorts or whatever. You want to put that out on Twitter. Come and talk
Yeah.
about it to the people. He didn't answer, man.
You gotta let him know that what's his name?
Everybody got
Roger.
to hit him up.
Roger
I
went
did. I
ahead
told him.
and came on. And
I
joined
told
us.
him. I think he was scared to come on, man. We got to hit him up. We got to hit him up.
All right, real quick, let's go ahead and check out a couple of trades. GNS, still waiting to see what happens with that one. This trade, I'm not exactly the proudest of taking, but I am short NVIDIA here. A little bit scared. I got in before the 5-minute close. We'll see which way this cookie crumbles. All eyes for me. Ooh, and then you've got Meta. Ooh, there's GNS. All right, we want to pop the bug. Where did I get filled on ticker GNS? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. And my fill was $5.99. So it's 6.13. I got filled at $5.99. There's 5.22s. Looking to go for 5.27s. Are we going to break it 3 cents away? There's 6.30s, and it gets smacked right back down at 6.21, 6.12 now, 6.18. I'm going to stop. But ticker GNS unhalted. To the upside we go.
GNS.
But look at that though, right around
Did
that
you get
area,
out?
you got a spike down. Yeah, I did. I got filled at $5.99.
Boom, take it and run, right? You can't.
But
you can't
there
get
you
mad
go,
about
though.
it.
You can see that level working out, and it's not it's not a perfect 100% science. If it was, we would all be filthy rich. But it's about I think Hunter mentioned it before about it being a casino, and you just got to try to put the odds in your favor. In my opinion, in my experience, this is one of the ways to go ahead and do that. Now, I'm out of this trade. It was a beautiful one from $5. Rode it all the way to 6. Obviously, we scaled out along the way, but now I'm done with the trade. Hopefully, you in the chat enjoyed the trade, made some money, but more importantly, understood the process. Now let's take a look at NVIDIA's. I am short NVIDIA 50 shares. Stop loss 199.53. That's actually a little too big of a stop loss for me. but for now, I'm going to keep it.
There's GNS pushing. It's trying to get a little bit higher. Tesla's working down for me. Just going to continue to work that. I haven't even taken first profits on that Tesla. Wanted to continue working down. If it can get through the low of the day, I think we could start getting some of the bulls to let go on the buy the dip mentality. There's GNS to 640s, I think even hit. Yeah, 645. It was a slight second there. Back up there, 640s. It's trying. It's trying that GNS to keep going. We'll see what happens on that one.
Yeah, now let's see if we can... Man, I'm not the best gap trader here, but I think you've got room until about 677. And after that, I mean, obviously this one has a lot of gaps to fill, in my opinion, but something to keep an eye on. Let's see where we got here. You got that.
Tesla continuing down. Let's go, Tesla. Let's go. Work for me.
You're short Tesla. I'm short NVIDIA here to the downside. Now, I wouldn't be surprised.
Pushing.
Go ahead.
What you got?
I wouldn't be surprised if NVIDIA goes ahead and closes a 15-minute candle around this 197 area and then comes back up to the 1898s. But nonetheless, he sounds like those auction guys. Yeah, I've gotten that before.
Should just do auctions, my friend.
You know what I want to do is voiceovers. I need to find a way to do voice. I feel like my voice isn't necessarily for. Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. Because like my voice. And then
now there's AIs, bro. There's AI service for voiceovers. Like
very true, very very true. AI.
That's going to be hard to compete with, right?
AIs are crazy. There's no question on that. Ooh, I got an offer notification.
I see so many people right now, Zunaid, acting like they're doing voiceovers and they're just freaking just using AI services. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That's where like right now, I think where you might see some places like hit like creators and stuff like that is like on Upwork and stuff like that. I think a lot of people are going to get hit for like plagiarizing and using like ChatGPT and shit like that, AI and stuff like that. So
yeah, it'd be interesting to prove that, if you will. But here's NVIDIA to the downside. I'm okay with no retest if you just want to give me my money.
Yeah, SQQQ is getting higher and higher as we keep ripping. I'm going to take some profit towards 40.50s. There's 40.38s showing up on SQQQs, looking good. I know that someone said that I should be only on the bull side, but it's okay, Bo. I'll get it for you, my friend. I'll get it for you.
Zunaid do a cute anime voice. I have never seen anime.
Never seen anime.
So
That's
I don't know what that sounds like.
Not even like.
No.
Well, maybe like I mean, not even like a translated anime or something like that.
No, not really.
Oh, all right. Come on, a little pop more. All right. SPY's right there on the VWAP. That's what makes me want to take some profit right here. All right, just hanging out here too much. I'm taking some profit in the SQQQs. Tesla going to let that one continue to work, though. That's the one that I feel like can continue working. The SQQQ is more of that day trade. I want to take profits as they come. You can look for another 10 cents, but for me, I'd rather take it right here and not be greedy. As I took some on the 40.17s, taking some at 40.35. Let's keep laddering it up. Still have some position. Let's go. Let's
see. Come on, NVIDIA. Come on, NVIDIA. Can I go ahead and get
continuing 643s?
I'm going to go ahead and close my NVIDIA short right here because I expect a little bit of a bounce up. And if I'm wrong, that's fine. I went ahead and didn't cash in on the $15 I could have had.
That was nice, though, that 198 through.
Yeah, 198 break into the downside we went.
Yeah.
Appreciate your boo, appreciate the love, and yeah, go ahead and smash the like. And what do you know, NVIDIA, as soon as I sell it, it bounced up 50 cents. A good sell on my part. Pat my back.
Hey, I don't think this is a bad comment. What do you think? Like them Eagles fans. That means I must be winning.
Oh man, what a great yesterday. What a great game yesterday.
Hey, you know I
My
called the
money is-
Eagles to win the
Oh,
Super
this-
Bowl, right?
Bro, this camera just moves along with my head.
Dude, they sent you a $300 camera?
Okay, relax. Not 300.
Come on, man. Come on. You guys are killing me.
I wish it was that expensive.
They sent you the camera that moves?
the cam. Yeah, this. So I think it's like motion.
The
I
new
guess?
one? I've seen it.
It's kind of really
Oh,
weird.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. It's like imagine if I was just like adjusting my seat and it just like moves with it. I don't know. It's kind of
Can't
weird.
get me a prompter.
Intrusive.
There's SQQQs. NVIDIA wants to keep going. The slippage is coming. What will happen? 4050 showing up. SQQQs. Will Tesla go through the lows? 173 coming right up. Will it go through the lows? Little part of
expect
me wants to run
NVIDIA-
to some profit there, but let's let it work, team. Let's let it work. We're looking good.
Okay, so it's funny you mentioned that, Shelly, because I was on an important call and I was adjusting the settings or whatever, and the webcam just went
Can't
ahead
wear
and
shorts.
just went straight down near the good
Can't
stuff.
wear shorts.
And thankfully I was, I was dressed, but I was wearing shorts. And so, yeah,
There's 172
Could've been
now for
very bad.
Tesla.
is all I'm saying.
SQQQ's this 4060s here, guys. We're going to take a little bit more off the SQQQ trade there. All right, just took a little bit more off SQQQ. The tiniest piece left, guys. Less than a fifth now on that. Going to let that continue working. Tesla now to 171.69. Let's take a little bit of profit in this. I'm going to just take a third here through the bid. Let's see if I can get it. I put it out 171.70s though. So it was going down there. Let's see if we come back through it. See if we can keep getting a crack down there. I'm going to take a little bit of profit in that Tesla and let the rest of it work. NVIDIA now to 195.26. It's coming.
Man, I'm over here on offer up or whatever, trying to sell my brand new MacBook, and someone said, "What model?" It's like, bro, it's literally in the details. Like, come on.
It's offer up, bro.
Like, come on, dude. If you're
I
gonna
just
take
go on
him-
offer up to just lowball the crap out of people.
I hate people like you.
This is why you put things up on offer up, so that I can come in here and give you like less than 20% of your money. Zunaid, that's how I buy a lawnmower and I sell it back and make money.
I haven't done that. I'm just looking at. I've got some like iPads. And, oh my god,
Come on, Tesla didn't give
All
me
right.
that fill.
it is like cloudy as anything outside here. Let me see if I can show you guys. Well, obviously it's foggy for you guys because you don't have. It's blurred out, but-
Tesla.
It is foggy outside.
Man, if I would have taken that 171, let's see if we get back to it. I'm trying to get some out there. We'd be up about 7 points on Tesla there. SQQQ is pulling back. That might come back all the way to VWAP. We're going to take the rest of that off there. There's no point in holding that anymore. Taking the rest of SQQQ out there. Good trade on SQQQ. Can't be mad about that at all. Got some good profits back, especially from that SOX hit. So we're pretty much back on the break even right now. Now Tesla's the one that will get us in the green. Unrealized I'm in the green, of course, but I need to take this Tesla profit at some point to stay in that green.
Where is my? Oh hell no, we're not doing that. Hey, Shelly, don't be a smart one, okay? Don't be a smart one. I
Don't be
realized
smart.
that when I went ahead and shifted the camera. Okay. Good morning, Miss Whitehorse. Even though I don't think you're here yet, GNS is up to 7. Ooh, Lord Almighty. I'm short Amazon here on the $100 rejection. By the way, where's GNS? GNS at 720. Look at this. Look at this. If you go ahead, let me go ahead and put up GNS. So if you go ahead and take a look, right, that's 722. We literally drew that level right here in front of y'all in just a few minutes ago. And that's exactly maybe how much did I miss it by? What did I miss it by? I had 722 and it went high as 727, 5 cents off. And it came right back down to what? The other level that we drew as, and that turned into support. So this is beautiful, man. I wish I would have held on to my shares now, but beautiful trades on that.
It's getting tough for me to hold this Tesla without taking some type of profit here. So this is where I got to determine. I haven't taken nothing, Zunaid. I've been trying to hold on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to take some.
It's tough, right? It's tough seeing that type of move and not taking profits. But
where'd you get in?
At 178.30.
Where was your? Yeah, bro. That's a first off. Congrats on the $4 or $5 move. 2, I'm gonna need you to take some profits. Because I wouldn't be surprised if it was back to
if 173 starts holding, I got to take something.
I mean, you're about 3 cents away from that break-in, so.
Yeah. That's an important candle now. It's an important candle, right? You're trying to recover 173, it seems like, right? So I could even put a line there, right? And just be like, okay, well, if it comes back above 173, take some profit. If it doesn't, so be it.
There's my.
So what I'll do is I can even set a stop there to kind of cover there. But it rejected the 173 right now. SPY coming right back down. 173 is going to be that spot. Back above 173, I'll take some off.
Someone in the chat said SPY test 4,100 today. Nah, I don't know about that one. I mean, sure. You've got support here at this 4060. Then after that, it's the 4050s. But matter of fact, let me see what the futures trades are looking like. Excuse me.
What's 50%? That's that 171.40. We already touched it. Ooh, I don't like that. Missed that, man. I was a little bit slow there. 171.40 is a 50% retracement of yesterday's move there on Tesla. Now we're back above 173's 50s here. So just took a little bit, took a third there off at 173.26. So took a third there of some of the profits at least to pay myself a little bit. Now at least just tiny bit into the green for the day. And now this trade will either make me really green on the day or I'll just break even on the rest. I want this to kind of go. I feel like Tesla could really break. It's been having an amazing couple of weeks. It could easily start breaking down. SQQQ will give me more confidence if that can continue running. I'm out of the SQQQs. I also want to see NVIDIA keep breaking down. SPY's heading down here. That's actually a good sign. But NVIDIA breaking towards 192 or 193 is what I'm looking for also. I feel like that still has a couple more points that it can go to. And that's the neckline on the pullback towards 193. It's right now almost closing Friday's move, which was a low of 194.05. Look to see if that acts as support. Other than that, it is pulling back. We'll see what happens.
What am I short? Yeah, I am short.
Tesla right back below 173s here. So glad I didn't run to all of it, right? Now I'm just going to let the rest of it work. And either it's going to give me a hell of a good day on Tesla, or I could break even on the rest and let it even get back above VWAP. Just let it work, right? In this case here, I'm even going to stop watching Tesla. I got to stop watching it because it's going to have me feeling those emotions like I want to run to profit. And when I swing on that turnaround, I want to go ahead, take some profit, break even on the rest, and let it work. It's either going to wake up. I could wake up tomorrow and be deep into the green, or I could just break even on the rest. I'll be okay with that.
$12. So look, if you're looking to go short, okay, I'll hang out with you because Ryan's not here. By the way, Ryan just isn't feeling well, so you guys send him your wishes. If you have his email, spam it up. Let him know you hope he's feeling better. Lucid 12 obviously is holding beautifully. However, if this cracks, If this cracks, I expect a lot of stop losses to go ahead and be hit, and for this to go ahead and start heading towards the $10. Amazon, I'm still short. I'm not going to go ahead and cover here, even though my 1-to-1 trade is there. I'm looking for like a 2-to-1, if you will. So I'm waiting for this to come down to 99.14. So I'm not going to lie. Knowing my luck, this puppy's going to go right back up and take me out. Just like that. Just a little vroom.
Yep. Success now towards that 25 that we wanted earlier in the day. And this is how sometimes you got to give yourself some room, right? I got stopped out by being a little bit too tight, I feel like, on success. But if I were to use a little bit of a deeper time frame, like a 4-hour chart, you can see how you got in pullbacks towards that 24 multiple times. That would have been a better entry towards 24. You didn't even get there today, so it's a tough trade there. I'll say that on success. SQQQ is continuing. Tesla going to 172.20s here.
Oliver, Mitch is short.
Short.
All
right, let's go looking around. I can just let trades work. I don't even want to be paying attention too much to that Tesla trade because it's just going to make me want to like run towards the profit. And I try when I let trades work, let them work. Let them work for you. Let the stop do the work. Apple, we'll look to see if it continues down. That one was an interesting short earlier. Bounce back, now way below that level. We'll look for these to keep getting hit. Microsoft getting hit shows me a lot there. Microsoft continuing down. We'll see what happens. SoFi new high a day. Not a bad one to keep an eye out, right? Had earnings now starting to push. If you're looking for a stock that is bullish on the day, SoFi is pushing. Had earnings this morning. It's a good call out there. Valiant Goat. HSCS. Ooh, that one's ripping right now. It's a medical device stock. Got a nice little push there. Look for maybe pullbacks towards 214, 215s to hold. Look to see if it gets to 250. Tesla trying to come back down. Come on, make me a new low of day. Come on. Went right to it, 171.50. 171.50. Can we get through that 171.50? Come on. Beat it down. Where's Rivian at? Ooh, Rivian's getting hit. How's that China trade? Hanging out. Hasn't gone lower yet. Baidu trying to mention like AI to give themselves a nice little lift. They were lifting in the pre-market. They pulled back. They've had very volatile charts today. Went to a low of 176 and then a high of 142.41. In the pre-market, it was even higher towards 143. If you want something that's moving around, I don't think I find any like edge on that chart right now, but it is moving around fast. Palantir, yeah, pulled back off that 760s. We'll see what happens there. ChargePoint pulling back today. Looks like those types of trades are pulling back, like Blink Charging, EVgo, these cheaper names that were ripping earlier. Carvana was making a move earlier. It's back towards VWAP. If you guys like that name to continue to the upside, it just bounced off the VWAP. We'll see what happens on that one. Wayfair down big here. It's starting to get hit. We'll see if it ever comes back and fills this gap down to 50. ASS got a downgrade today. How's that doing on the intraday? It's actually in the green. That's interesting to see. Macy's pulling back now. All right, Tesla, let's go. Let's make that new low day move. 171. You guys see it. It's kind of hard for me to stop watching this.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on Amazon and waiting for my 99.14s to go ahead and get filled.
Back through the 100. The ropey dopey on Amazon. Energy down. Trying to bounce. We'll look to see if it bounces. Look at XOM. XOM starting to push back to the upside there. Look to see if oil starts getting that lift. Gush looks interesting above 156. You'd have to hold towards like maybe around 155.25. So just be careful. Gush does have a spread about 20 cents. Stop looking, Mitch. Stop. It keeps going right towards that low. And I'm just like, no, if you don't look, maybe it goes through.
All right, come on, baby. Come on, Amazon. Come on, Amazon.
Come on, Amazon. The dark side is calling for you.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Bro, it's like 10 more cents. Come on. Come on.
Come to the dark side. The
Whatever, I'm
dark
just going to take it.
side
All right, close the short
calling.
on Amazon. Took the dub there. $100 went ahead and came to the downside, broke it. So we just went ahead and took that one short. Stop loss were set. We went ahead and took a 2-to-1 trade on that one. So we were risking about, I think it was like $80 or so.
Ooh.
NVIDIA from that flush of 198 never came back to retest it, not even on the 5-minute and to the downside. That puppy goes. 193s is where I've got support.
Oil starting to come back. Those look good there. I'm looking at potentially maybe doing like an oxy back up there. Doesn't look too bad right now to start bouncing back. But I like other names a little bit more, like XOM started pushing Gush off the 156. Chevron starting to get a nice little lift. I'm looking at what I can trade to the upside here. Oil looks like it's starting to come back here. But Tesla made a new low there, 170.80s now. We'll look to start seeing if it breaks through. Now that we're getting through 50% retracement, I think you start breaking some of those bulls from Friday's action. Next level for me is 169. That's the next stop. If we get to 169, I'll take a little bit more and start working it back. Eventually, I think we can get back all the way towards maybe even like 165 or 161. So we'll look to take some profit into the 169 and then really let the remaining shares try to work, try to continue working down. Dollar looks ready to explode up. Laura Rogers mentioning something that I think is very important. I also think the dollar is setting up to come back for a little push. And what could that do? That could push markets down. That could push the gold and silver trade back down. So look for maybe gold to start pulling back. That will give us a good sign there. Gold is pulling back today. It did do a nice little lift towards 1975. Keeping an eye on like a GOLD to see if that can continue lifting as it has in the last kind of 2 months.
All right, Mitch, I'm going to have you kind of hold it down for the next 10, 15 minutes as I've got to go take care of the same stuff that Tesla's doing. But I'm out. You have fun.
Oh, yeah, I'm wrapping up
too.
too.
Tomorrow?
I'm wrapping up too,
Perfect.
man. That'll do it
So
for me then.
let's say our goodbyes here.
Yeah.
The main thing for us was obviously, we waited for the NVIDIA crack of 198. So we went ahead and took that one short all the way down here. And then we went ahead and took, what was it, GNS from 5 to the upside. I think the Tesla short that I personally had didn't work out, but you did a great job maneuvering that one to the downside. So that was a great trade on your part. And then the last trade I had was Amazon. As it cracked $100, we went ahead and took that one to the downside.
Yeah, and I think it's all about being patient today. I think, patience paid. I stopped out early and then was able to get back in it, different name, and was able to nail it down. Taking a mix of day trade and swing trade helped me out today, and that's what it's all about. And Bo, it's okay to hate, man. It's okay. It's okay to also admit that you were wrong too, man. It's okay. It happens, man. It happens. All right, that's going to probably do it for us today. You have a good one, my friend Zunaid, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. Not a bad trading day.
See ya.
All right,
bye, y'all.
That's going to do it for Zunaid. I will see what happens on my trades. Now 170.33. We're almost to that 169 area. We'll see if we get down there. That's the 61.8% retracement from the recent action. That's where I could see some other traders trying to maybe buy the dip. So we'll look to see if we get down there. 170.11's already showing up. We'll look to see if that continues lower. SPY right now towards 402. Where do I think the SPY can get to? Maybe about 400 on pullbacks. We'll look for the pullbacks towards the 400. I've talked about how that's going to be an important level for the bulls to kind of battle back. I think we get back down to 400. We could bounce from there. We could bounce right back up. So I'm not going to be completely bearish through that 400. I'll look to see if we get a little bit of a bounce there. Then when we actually start getting real bullish, real bearish is through this 395. That's back in the range, right? Right now, I think some people are just playing kind of the sell the rip mentality, and that's why we're getting a little bit of a pullback. We'll see what happens. It's been a strong couple of weeks for a lot of stocks, like especially like ARKK. And you can see right now, what do you see a lot in that to the right-hand side? Only one stock in the green, Zoom from the green. All the other stocks on ARKK in the red. That should tell us something about the growth trade. We'll see what happens. All right, that's going to do it for me. Like always, smash the like button. We're going to keep going here on Benzinga. Let me check if we got AB a little bit later today. I know I'm going to be out for stock market movers, and I will find out about at the close. I don't expect to be having at the close today. I know probably Joe will take it off, but let me just make sure. All right, don't see Benzinga Live up next. So it looks like Benzinga Live is down today. I'm going to go ahead and call it a wrap. That's going to do it for me. Let me see here. Let me just make sure. All right. Yep, I don't see Benzinga Live ready to go, so that's going to do it for me. No Benzinga Live. AB is going to be working on some of that shorts content that we've been working on. Don't know if you guys have checked it, but definitely check out the Money channel, team. As we keep growing, we do have a shorts channel, Benzinga Money. If you guys like some fun shorts and like to check them out, well, Benzinga's Money is what you want to be adding, subscribing. I'll go ahead and throw up that link. Like always, smash the like button. I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow. Like always, keep pushing forward. We'll see what happens in the trading action. 168.88. Let's go. Let's take a little profit. All right. Going to take a little bit more profit here. Boom. Just was able to take a little bit more on Tesla. Let's go. Got through that 61.8% retracement, 169 area. Now we can lead it. Keep working down. Nailing the Tesla short. Where's my man Gordon Johnson when you need him? Nah, I'm just playing. We'll see what happens, but definitely not a bad day there. Down to 168, 169 from 178, team. Let's go. Let's go. Not a bad day there. Short on the Tesla Dragon. Was able to slay it down today. We'll see if it keeps going. Like always, smash the like button. We'll keep going right here on Benzinga. Don't got to go anywhere. We got you, team. We got you. Cindy says to stay. Well, like always, guys, catch up with the book club. I'm going to go do a little reading myself. We'll get back into the zone, right? Trading in the zone. I know some people are missing the book club. You don't want to miss it. It was really fun this weekend to talk about all the different actions. We were talking about problems that traders go through and how you could really find consistency. Another thing that we were talking about is the responsibility, right? And the addiction to random rewards. You guys don't want to miss the book club. Definitely getting to another level there. Sundays are tough. Hey, well, no worries, Walter. You can still catch them, right? Join the book club, catch the unlisted link, leave some comments. Let us know what you want to talk about. We'll definitely cover it. Have a good one, team. We'll see you next time, and smash the like. It was a great session today in our trading action. See you guys. Let's go.